What's up, everybody? How you doing today? So, while I'm out here in the woods, doing some exploring and some filming, I wanted to share with you something kind of special, actually, for me. And it's the Ontario Steel Rat 3 knife. This is a knife I got off Amazon like 2 years ago, literally. This is now May 2017. It was like maybe it was May or maybe June 2015 I got this knife. I got it from Amazon. It cost about 50 bucks. And I gotta say, it has turned out to be one of my favorite knives. 50 bucks for a knife so small with like a 3.5-inch blade. I mean, look at this. It's not even much bigger than my hand, the length of my hand. It is expensive, but it is American made, so you will pay more for that. And I gotta say, it's just been a joy to use though. And in fact, even though it's the price, you ignore that price, I've gotten so much good use out of this thing. It's been worth it. So let's talk about this knife. Okay, like I said, it's American made. It's made out of 1095 carbon steel. So, some people don't like carbon steel. It has worked fine with me, but be careful. You might notice here, let's get in really close. These blades can get a little rusted if you're not careful. I've been using these too. See how I'm in a pine forest. So I've used these for sap, and I need to clean this up. You have these interchangeable micarta handles, which is kind of cool. If you don't like this design or color, just swipe it out for another micarta one. Of course, you're going to have to pay for it. I'd rather save the money, so I didn't invest in that. You got a hole here. I used to make my own lanyard. Sorry. Took some bank line, tied this off, right? Comes with this Kydex holster. Slips in there very nice. And as an accessory, the one thing I did invest in was the Blade Tech Lock, which you remove the standard clip-on, put this here, and I won't go into much detail here, but this is designed to actually lock onto your belt. So you would run the belt here or something similar and just lock it down and it stays in place. That was about 15 bucks, and that's a whole different story, not part of this review. But anyway, so it comes with this, and the box and stuff, of course. Now, one cool thing about this knife, you may have noticed you got these ridges here. And you can't see it very well on this camera. It's got a nice sharp spine. And what's really great about both of these, besides the fact it helps you get in there and cut that. Sorry, I got flies in my face. I'm literally having a hard time focusing because I'm getting dinged in the eyes. All right. So besides maybe carving that wood, get in there making those nice carvings, this thing is great with a ferroceium rod. If you got a large ferroceium rod, maybe even a small one, you're going to enjoy putting the ferroceium, using these handles here just to get a nice grip and get some nice shavings off. I would show you that. I would love to demonstrate that. But unfortunately, see, I'm making a video with this too. The memory card to my video camera, I left at home like an idiot. So we're using the iPhone. So I can't do that demonstration. Maybe on another video I will, as a follow-up to this. But nonetheless, I just want to show you this. It is full tang. Look at that little bit. It is a full tang knife. Just under 1/4 of an inch here. Maybe 5/8 of an inch thick. Along with more, oh my gosh, it was raining out here. And now that the rain's over with, all the freaking little flies are out. Here, let me put this down here a second. Look at that. You get that nice whack right in there. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. I would say this. Now, if we were to talk I'm just commenting right now, talk about my joy and how much I like this knife and some of the cool features. I would say if you're like the question would become to ask, hey man, should I go out and buy one of these? 50 bucks is expensive, and for like some people, that's either too expensive or they just think it's crazy when you can buy a made in China knife for 20 bucks, right? Your typical person. Your typical person is going to look at the numbers and maybe not understand quality and value. So let's look at it from that point of view. From a numbers perspective, as in dollars or your local currency, it's kind of expensive really for what you get. When you think about it, it's a 3.5-inch blade knife, maybe 6.5-inch total. You can get something from what? Schrade, a survival knife from there for like 20-something bucks that'll have way more features and stuff. I think K-Bar, well, K-Bar is American made. They're not cheap either, but you know, you can get something from them. You can get something from so many other companies, right? Kershaw knives, whatever. But understand, what you're getting here is an American made knife that I think is well made for a mass produced knife. This is not a custom job. You are getting, along with it, I think, just the joy, and there's no number value I can put on that. It just feels great in my hands. I'm giving you a 360 view of this knife. I cannot just, you know, there's no, well, to a degree, but it's just hard to put a value on that. I really enjoy the feel of this knife. I enjoy how well it works with the ferroceium rod. I enjoy how compact it is and how easy it is to store on my belt and my backpack. And it's sturdy. I can go batoning with this. It works great. Now, I have the Rat 5, also from Ontario Steel. And for reasons I can't explain, it does not throw off a spark as well as this little knife does. So I don't take it out in the field as much, even though it's a bigger, heftier knife and it's better for wood chopping and all. But because this is in my field use, I find that making the fires with the ferroceium rods easier with this one than with the Rat 5. Thus, I find myself desiring to use this more than the Rat 5, even though it's kind of technically a better knife. Yeah, look at that. Let's also look at this, since we're out here with nature. Pesky flies getting in my face, making it hard to do this review, this comment. But it feels good to be out here, though. Oh, look. Some metdeji have been here, rooting. That or some deer. Nice mist. Just wanted to share this with you. Some outdoor scenes. And share this knife with you. Yeah. You know, like I said, like an idiot. I left the good stuff at home, like my SSD card and stuff. So I can't do like a really good in-depth video or review using just one hand on it. But I hope this will give you some ideas about it. And if you got any comments or experience you'd like to, please share it with me. Hopefully, you know, once get my act together, I can get back to the woods and I'll show you a follow-up video of like actual batoning, actual cutting the wood and using the ferroceium rod. It's good. I say give this knife a try. You know, do some more research on it. And you know, if you buy it from Amazon, you can always ship it back, right? Return it within 30 days if you don't like it. So give it a try. And you all have a great one. Out.